First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all of your love and support on my last video where I announced that we wanted another baby. We are excited about baby number 4. Today is a continuation where I'm going to be sharing the harder parts of the story, why I'm not pregnant yet, what challenges that we have coming up. As many of you may know, wanting a baby can be a little bit crazy making. It's not just a like, oh, if it happens, it happens, but kind of all consuming, and it takes up a lot of energy and thought and love into your life. I haven't shared this part of my story before because I really like to be positive about birth. I do believe I had and consider my birth stories to all be positive and beautiful and amazing. However, we did have a scary moment at the end with Octavia. However, this isn't something that you need to be afraid of. My pregnancies were all high-risk pregnancies. I had cholestasis or ICP, I had prenatal depression, I had awful varicose veins, and I really struggled during my pregnancies. I knew that I needed to be in a hospital and have an OBGYN on board, as well as a pediatrician. And so it wasn't this, if you have a normal, healthy pregnancy, I don't want you to feel afraid of what happened to me. And I was in a hospital and I had surgery and doctors available and everything was fine. With Octavia, I was induced at 11 in the morning, I believe, and she was born at about 9 p.m. at night. It was all natural. I had, it was a really good experience. I felt like I coped. And afterwards I got to hold her. I just remember looking at her right in the eyes, and it was so magical. She was so gorgeous. And it wasn't until after that I wasn't delivering the placenta. So this also happened with both Grayson and Vivian. They gave me a shot of oxytocin, see if they can get things going. They tried massage. They actually tried to go in with their hand and it wasn't working. And so I did start to bleed. Unfortunately, my OBGYN was in another emergency surgery. No other doctor would touch me, and we were just waiting. And so I did lose quite a bit of blood. I lost 2.5 liters of blood. But as soon as she was available, she came in, they got me on an IV, and they got me into surgery, and they were able to remove my placenta, stop the bleeding. I got a blood transfusion, and while it was a little bit rocky at first, I recovered really well. So the hard part comes after I had Octavia. I don't even remember. I was recovering, and she came in to see me and let me know how things went. So I had retained placenta and postpartum hemorrhage. Luckily, she was able to go in and fix it, as I just mentioned. But she did say, the words that I remember her saying are, "I saved your life once. I don't know if I can do it again. You cannot have any more babies." At the time, I wasn't upset. I was so exhausted. My pregnancy had been so challenging. We had talked about adoption before, and at the time, I felt at that time that my body couldn't do it again, and it wasn't even really upsetting. I think I was relieved because it took that decision away from me. But of course, down the road, when you start thinking about it, that does get more challenging to deal with. There are definitely hard parts about it. Looking into surrogacy or adoption is very overwhelming. And yeah, I know that Jeff would love to have another baby. He has never made me feel this way. I feel a little bit like, and this is all in my head, I feel a little bit like my body or me maybe let him down. I would love to go through another pregnancy with you guys and have a real baby in my belly. But I definitely know that, I mean, we're so blessed with 3 kids already, and there is something else waiting out there for us, and we are so excited about that too. So that's where we are in our journey. Of course, there are hard parts, but we really are excited about our options and how a new baby will come into our life. I am going a little bit crazy. We might get a puppy in the meantime. Again, if you have any advice or experience, I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll keep you guys updated.